Okay, so for my Midrash, I wrote a psalm just because I'm more of a writing kind of person. I'm not really good at making videos or anything of that sort. So instead, I just chose to write a psalm. And I'm going to go ahead and read you the analysis first because I think it would make more sense the psalm will make more sense after I read this. And forgive me if it's a little sermon-y or whatever, because I just kind of based this on this past semester, really. And so, yeah. The experiences I've been through this semester have provided perfect mood and feeling for writing a psalm. And this psalm was meant to express the feelings of someone who experiences God being silent and seeming distant from them. And I feel that the project carries out the intentions as I thought it would, because I'm expressing the struggles I've had myself with God being silent throughout the semester, but also being ambiguous about the problems within the psalm, so that way anybody could relate to it. And I think that it's important for modern day Christians to start writing this kind of stuff, because I'm not saying that it should be added to Scripture. I mean, don't get me wrong on that. It's just, I think it's important for modern day Christians to kind of let down their walls and not have that constant image of, oh, Jesus is in my life, everything's happiness, sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops. But just to really show that they still suffer. And I think that it's not that your faith is little or anything, but in Scripture, in John 16:33, the word tells us that in this world we will have trouble, but to take heart because Christ has overcome the world. So we can and will have trouble, problems, sadness, but through it all, faith is key and helps us through these things. And I just feel like a lot of modern day Christians miss this, and they're more focused on the whole, oh, Jesus is going to make my life perfect thing. And the project's particularly aimed at young adults like myself who are in their first year of college and have either grown up in the church or have come to know Christ and have been involved with the church, but then they graduate from high school and it seems like there's not much for them because a lot of churches lack a strong young adult program. And then you try to find something like some sort of organization, but there just aren't very many of them. And there are a couple good ones that we have here on campus, but you only get to meet once a week. And, well, there's not much time in a semester for you to go out and just have those bonding times with each other or have any sort of mission trips or anything like that. There's just not time, and usually there's not money, because Mount Union uses our tuition for other things, such as boulders. But anyway, anyway, they get into college and then they go through some sort of struggle, and then God seems distant, so they turn to other things that slowly but surely start destroying them from the inside out. And so I decided to write the psalm based on those kinds of feelings and just how God has felt so distant this semester, but it's not all bad. So it's called the Psalm of Silence. How long will you stay silent, you whose voice roars like thunder, yet is as quiet as the breeze? How long will you stay silent and leave your children to the pit of vipers? The poison consumes me slowly, the pain of their fangs is immeasurable. Are you not my God, with whom my covenant is with? Are you not the God of myself and of your faithful servant Mary, my own grandmother, who from her sickbed still spoke praises of unto you, yet you let her die in a most ashamed way? How long will you stay silent, you who do not follow the laws of time? For me, the days are months and the hours are like weeks. For unlike you, I am under the forsaken laws of time. How long must I suffer in this pit? Have you forsaken me, though you said you would not? But no, for I know you are the Lord Most High. Though you remain silent, I know you have spoken life. Though you remain silent, I still see your hands at work. For you are never inactive, no matter how silent you remain. Though you were quiet for 400 years before the Messiah, you were still at work in the lives of man. Though you stay silent, your hand delivers us from the viper's pit. Though you remain silent, you've turned your ear to the servant who cries. They who cry out your name will be given salvation. You who pour out your blessings to we who do not deserve them. What a refuge you are, O Lord. Is silence sometimes not the best of comfort? Can we not find you, O Lord, within silence? We see you through smoke. We hear you in silence. We see you though you cannot be seen. You are louder than thunder, yet silent as the whispering wind. You cannot be fathomed. If the angels cry holy, how much more are we to scream indescribable? I will praise you, O Lord, all my days. And so I wanted to make it kind of like in the beginning, just, it's kind of a desolate situation, and it seems like there's not much a way out of it, and it doesn't seem like God's gonna come and deliver you from it. But then over time and faithful prayer comes this deliverance, and God finally reveals himself after a long period of seeming distant. And so again, I feel that this psalm can be relatable to pretty much anyone, since I kept the issues ambiguous throughout the psalm. But just that, so anybody who's going through some sort of heavy suffering of any kind really can have something to look forward to. And while I realize that this psalm is nowhere near as structured as the ones from the biblical text, I still think it's important for modern day Christians to do this kind of stuff, because without that modesty and the humbleness to bear the heart to suffering, I think we miss a large part of life and of the relationship with Jesus itself. So that's my Midrash.